Morning. Welcome to 365 Days of Richer Living, Daily Morning Reading Meditation. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is October 5th. I am important to God and necessary to humanity. And the reference quote this morning comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 7. A man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of God. So our reading begins. It is easy to discredit ourselves, indulge in self-criticism, and walk through life thinking we are unimportant. But we forget one thing: God never makes a mistake. Infinite mind can only create people with a value to themselves and to the world. Not one of us is unimportant. The smallest and least heard instrument in the symphonic orchestra is vitally important at the time it is used. Its music gives meaning and import to the entire ensemble. The universe suffers a sense of incompleteness whenever we indulge in self-condemnation. God made us to be important channels through which mind thinks and love acts. Each of us has a definite and vital part to play in the whole life and love of this world. A unique and valuable contribution to the good of all seeks to express through us, and as we know this, we become valuable expressions of life. I am important to God, for intelligence created me and works through me and never makes a mistake. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. My present work, environment, and contexts are my opportunity to prove my spiritual worth. I rise in the dignity of my divine heritage and walk this world as a child of God. Today I give love and creative thought to all I meet and to all with whom I associate. I am a center through which God gives to its universe, and I know this and appreciate this. I have faith in myself and my fellow humans. I express in unique ways the gift of life, the power of thought, and the holiness of love. I am important to God and necessary to humanity. And so let's take that into our time of meditation and contemplation. in this moment, in this allness of now, where all of life is happening, past, present, future, all in the only moment there ever is now, in the only life there ever is, and the only love there ever is, and the only peace there ever is, the only power there ever is. One source, one substance. Nameless. Infinite possibility. Already exists. Creation simply is. It never began. It never ends. It just simply is. And in its infinity, it has no edge. It has no limitation. It has no, it stops here point. And so its very center must be what I experience. It must be everywhere present. And in this reality of one, there is no time and space. Only here, now. And it is only my human thought of limitation that makes here a place of separation from there. And so I recognize once again there doesn't exist. That here is the only place there is. That now is the only moment there is. That life, one life, is living itself as every form, each a point of the divine expressing itself. That is the very point of creation. For divinity, for life to express. In this moment, I am remembering that life does not evolve, that form evolves, that experience evolves. But life already is everything. There is nothing for life to evolve into. It already is. And so the evolution is the journey of its form coming home to an awareness of its source, of its substance, of its agency, of the power within to express life, to express love, to be a center for peace, to be a center of spiritual living. As I recognize the totality of creation, of Creator, I find my place within that. I recognize that life is expressing as me, that what is true of the substance and source in creation itself is true of me. Literally, the divine expressing its life in form. And what is true of me is true of every divine expression, each an emanation of divinity itself. And I am aware of this idea that to live in alignment, the truth of my being, is to live as an open channel, a hollow bone, where the divine expresses its idea of itself as me, without resistance, without impeding, without anything impeded. It simply expresses. And so I, again, open myself. I again invite an awareness of anything unlike an open channel as my life to come into my awareness for healing. I speak my word, claiming and affirming the clearing away of any mental, emotional debris that would impede the expression of divinity, of life, of love, of peace, of power, of presence through me. Any thought, any belief, conscious or unconscious, held within me that moves me out of alignment, I surrender it now. And I remind myself, breath to breath, that I live in alignment with that which created me. I speak my word, lifting all of humanity to an awakening, to an awareness, to a revelation that there is no separation. That while we think differently, while we believe differently, while we love differently, while we express differently, that all those differences are the beauty and magnificence of creation itself, expressing in exquisitely individualized forms. No two to be repeated, no one to be repeated. And yet, we are never separate. There is nowhere to separate two. And so I lift us all in that awareness. And as the awareness grows, fear is transformed by faith. Hate is transformed by love. Loneliness is transformed by connection. The heart of humanity aligned with the heart of life, opens to giving to itself in the same way that the infinite gives to itself, freely, abundantly, gives to all alike all that it is. And so I am knowing in this moment that every spark of life, every human, every blade of grass, every animal, mineral, vegetable, gas, and that which we all live within is awakening at its level of expression to give, to simply give of itself to itself, to nurture the least and the greatest, recognizing that those categories are made up, that there is no least, there is no greatest, there is simply God expressing, life expressing. Love expressing. I'm grateful for the power of choice. I'm grateful for the power of choice coupled with awareness. It reminds me I'm always a choice to be life, to be unrestrained, to be undefended, to be more than I know and believe I can be. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the activity of spiritual law that reigns on all the same. It simply receives the belief, the thought, and acts upon it with all that the infinite is. It makes it so. The doer of creation, playing out the desire of the beer, all in synchronicity, all aspects of one. And I'm grateful. Grateful that the word spoken is the word fulfilled. Grateful that there is no begging or beseeching, and that it's already done. And I get to choose to receive. And I do receive all that life has to give is already mine. I receive it now. The prosperity, the evidence of success and thriving in every area of my divine expression. I prosper. So knowing that this is true, that it's already done, I move into letting go. Letting go of any resistance, letting go of any ideas of qualification, letting go of any resistance to how and when and where life shows up. I simply receive with every breath I give and receive. receive and give with every breath. This is the consciousness, the awareness I choose this day. I let go of everything else. I say yes to life. Yes, yes, yes. Ashe. Shalom. Oh. Amen. Amen. And so it is.